Okay, I hear you. Well, I got a little ding when I came into the meeting. But you're not in it yet. It's just Kula Yoga Studio. Yeah. No, not yet. My microphone is on. Can you hear me? Okay, so now got somebody else in there.
Hey, Ann. Oh, Ann's not there.
She just said Ann's not there.
Okay, Dave, hold on. You're 1 second. You're the only one signed up. Amber and I are trying to get a hold of her right now. Was she on and then she got off? Oh, there she is. Hi, Ann. No, we can't hear you. Did you connect with the internet? Turn your volume. Can you turn your volume up on your phone? Do you have your earbuds in? Why don't you take them out? Okay.
I hear you.
Now we can hear you. Oh, no, we can't. So, Ann, we can't hear you. I'm going to call her.
She's going to call you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
What happened?
I don't know. I have a feeling because my husband was locked in at the same time with the same earbuds. That could have been the issue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get back to work. And let me see here. Sorry, guys. I got my little tripod all out of whack here. So now I got to get it back in so we can see. Okay. Share. Okay. Wow. Let me see. I am in there. Perfect. Well, that was fun. How are you guys?
Great.
Good. Oh, and I can hear people too. How fun. Yeah, with you,
I think it's nice to be able to talk if, as long as you don't have any barking dogs in the background, which sometimes, or lawn people. I haven't seen my lawn people yet, so if we hear lawnmowers and you see somebody streaking across the room, it's my husband to get them to stop. Okay, so let's start in our nice little easy seated position. Feet on the floor. And like I said, well, you probably didn't hear me before, but if you need to have a pillow or a bolster to support your feet, that's a nice thing to have, or a block or a book. Just a nice size book would work. And for later on, we're going to use a little ball if you have a tennis ball or something similar. It doesn't have to be a tennis ball. Or if you don't have any ball at all, we'll just massage our feet. Okay? So let's, after all that excitement, I need to slow my breath down. So we're just going to place our hands on our thighs, sitting nice and tall in our chair. And we are just going to either just soften our gaze or close your eyes. And just start slowing your breath down. Long, slow, deep breaths. Just softening the space between your eyebrows. Softening your jaw, your tongue, and the floor of your mouth. Relaxing your neck, your shoulders. Bringing the breath into your chest, your heart, your lungs. And coming down into your stomach and your hips. Feeling that energy of your breath going down through your thighs, your knees, your shins, all the way down to your toes. Just slowing everything down. Leaving everything at the door. Slowing your thoughts down. Recognizing those thoughts, but as they come in, just recognize them and then letting them go, just like a soft leaf on the wind. Let them blow away. Long, slow, deep breaths. And just flutter your eyes open and just watch or just listen to my voice. It's nice to hear my voice. And extending your right hand out like you're offering your hand, like you can't do right now. Spreading your fingers wide, reaching up with your left hand and your left thumb and index finger, and gently pulling that pinky finger of your right hand back. And then letting it go and going to your ring finger. Releasing, going to your middle finger. Releasing, going to your index finger. And then laying the tops of your hand right on top of each other, reaching up with that thumb and index finger and gently pressing that right thumb back. Releasing the thumb, and then just making some little circles with your hand and reversing the circles. And then bringing that right hand, the fingers pointed down towards the floor, cupping your left hand around the fingers, gently pressing those fingers back, feeling a nice stretch in your forearm. Releasing, and then fingers up on your right hand, cupping with your left fingers, and then just nice little wrist stretch here. Releasing your fingers and doing some more circles with your wrists. And then offering up your left hand, coming forward with your index and your thumb of your right hand and gently pressing back that little finger towards you. Releasing, coming to your ring finger, gently pressing it back. Releasing, coming to your middle finger, gently pressing it back. And then releasing your index finger and coming back. And laying your tops of your hands right next to each other, reaching up with your right thumb and your right index finger and pressing back that left thumb. And releasing that thumb and doing some circles with your left hand. And then coming down with fingers of your left hand pointed down, right hand cups around, and then just gently stretch that hand back. Feel it's in your upper forearm. Releasing, pointing your left fingers up, cupping with your right hand, little wrist stretch back. Releasing those fingers and then just doing another little circle. Then try interlacing your fingers and then just doing nice little waves. Loosening up the wrists, the fingers. Releasing those fingers, shaking everything out. And reaching your arms out parallel to the floor. And then coming forward with your palms, coming all the way forward in big circles. Just looping your hands back behind your head, coming forward, coming back, just stretching out. And as you're coming a little bit closer, we're going to tighten the circle with those arms. And as you're coming in, maybe a little bit faster. A little faster. And then reverse the circle and then just start going out. And those arms reaching back with your hands if you can behind, opening up those shoulders. And then bringing your hands down, shaking your hands out, just shaking everything out. And then rolling your shoulders forward. And then rolling them back. And just releasing your arms down at your sides, bringing your chin to your chest. Nice neck stretch across the back of your neck. And then as you have your next exhale, bringing your chin to your right shoulder, looking over your right shoulder. And then exhale, bringing your chin all the way across your chest to your left shoulder, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, coming back across to the right shoulder. Exhale, coming to the left. And this time, just rotating your head back, making sure this is okay with your neck. Just rotating your neck in a big circle. As you bring your head to the back, open your mouth slightly. And then reverse the circle. Bringing chin to chest. And then just slowly bringing that chin parallel to the floor. Now this, you want to scoot up towards the edge of your chair, making sure your feet are real solid on the floor. And we're going to do some hip circles. You can place your hands on your thighs. And you're just gonna come around in a big circle, just winding all the way around. Just moving into the shoulders, bending your elbows. And then reverse the circle, coming back around, getting that lower back. And then coming back up straight in the chair. Now what we're doing is we're going to hold the chair with our left hand on the edge of the chair. Inhale, bringing your right arm up over your head. You can lean into your left elbow, bending at the elbow, just extending that right arm over your head. If it's in your practice, you can look up at your right thumb. If that doesn't feel quite right to you, then you just gaze at the floor. You want to get more of a right side stretch, you can extend that right foot out to the side of the chair, just bringing that big right body stretch here. Then releasing back down, coming to the center, holding the chair with your right hand. Exhale, bringing that left hand up over your head, either looking at your thumb. You can even look straight ahead or down at the floor. And if you want more left body stretch, just extend that left foot out, really leaning into that right elbow. Then release that back down, coming up to the center of the chair. And do a couple of little mini sun salutations, just breathing in and just breathing up with your arms coming up over your head, palms are meeting at the top, and then as you exhale, bringing those hands to heart center. Just breathe in real deep, hands overhead, palms meeting, hands to heart center. One more time, breathing in, nice big breath, hands overhead, coming down on the exhale, hands to heart center. Just breathe, maybe close your eyes just for a few seconds here. Breathing in. When you're ready, taking your arms, giving yourself a nice big hug. It doesn't matter which arm is going to be on top, either right or left. Just giving yourself a nice big hug. And then on the exhale, you're just going to turn to the right. Continue hugging. And then inhale, come to center. Exhale, come to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, come to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, come to the left. Inhale, come to the center. Relax your arms down, roll your shoulders, just opening up. Nice big shoulders opening, shoulders across the back. Just center yourself on your chair. Taking your right hand, putting it on your left thigh. You're going to come around with your left hand and bring it around back of the chair. And you're going to come into a nice little twist, looking over the left side. Now, if it is possible, part of your practice, you can gaze over your left shoulder, giving a more intense twist. But if that doesn't feel right to you, you do not have to do it. Just be mindful, be your best student, or I'm sorry, your best teacher. And know when things are good for you and when you feel your edge or where you start to feel things. On the next exhale, releasing and coming back to the center of the chair. putting that left hand on the right thigh and bringing that right arm around the back of the chair and looking over to your right. And then extend your gaze, if possible, over your right shoulder. Release, coming back to center. Just relax your arms at your sides. And when you're ready, place your hands back on your thighs. We're going to do a few cat-cows. So you might want to come to the front of your chair a little bit more. Hands on your thighs. As you breathe in, you're going to lean forward and look up. And as you exhale, you're going to lean back into the chair and round your shoulders. And then breathe in, lean forward. Breathe out, bend back into your cat. Breathe in, come forward into your cow. And breathe in, exhale, going back. Breathe in, going forward. Maybe on the next exhale, just rotating those hips again. And reverse the circle. Now coming into a full sun salutation in the chair. We'll do the first one very slowly. So what you're going to do first is you're going to take a nice deep breath in, meeting your hands at the top, and then on the exhale, coming all the way down. Now you're all the way down, you may need a block or a bolster to put your hands right here, or you can come all the way to the floor and just letting your neck go. And then on the inhale, next inhale, you're bringing your hands up to your thighs, halfway up. Exhale, coming back down. And then inhale all the way up, rounding around. Hands come together, palms come together, and then hands start. So let's do that a little bit faster. Take a nice breath in, hands overhead. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale all the way up. Hands over the top of your head, coming together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale all the way up, hands overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, breathe in, deep breath. Swan dive down, all the way down. Breathe in, halfway up. Exhale, coming down. Nice big inhale coming up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Feeling a little bit of warmth in the body. Nice warm breath warms your body. Now, our next pose is going to be either, it can be a chair pose for you or a standing pose. It is called chair. So if you want to do seated on the chair, you're going to come right to the edge of the chair. And then as you breathe in, you're going to bring your hands overhead, fingers extended, and you're just going to lean forward. Now, if you want to come up off the chair, you just bring your seat up off the chair, making sure that your knees and your feet are close together with your hands overhead. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders, you can always come back into heart center hands. And then just sitting, if you're standing, making sure your seat is right over your chair, because we're going to come back down. You're sitting in the chair, just releasing your hands, coming back to seated position. Okay, again, we'll do our chair either seated or coming off the chair. Take a nice deep breath in. I'm going to stay seated on the chair. I'll let you do what you want to do for your practice. Taking a nice deep breath in and you're raising your hands up. Extend those fingers. Knees and thighs together, feet together. Nice little back bend in your lower back. And then on your next exhale, coming back to your chair. And then one more. Take a nice deep breath in and extend those arms out, up over your head or into your heart center hands. Remember to breathe, breathing in, deeply breathe. On your next exhale, coming back into your chair, make sure if you're standing, just come back and make sure you're sitting on your chair. We don't want to lose anybody. Okay. Now, you can take your block or your book. We're going to be doing a seated pigeon pose next. Now, I'll give you many variations because this is a really intense hip opener. If this is too much, you can always sort of come out of the pose. I'll give you the full expression and then you can come back to it. Let me give you the options. You can put the block. I'm going to start with my left foot, either on the floor or the block. Now, if you want to just cross your ankle and open your hip out this way, that's perfectly fine. If you want to put your right foot onto your left thigh with a block under it, that's probably the most intense pose. And you can just stay right here, seated position. Or if you want to try maybe a little bit more intensity, hanging onto the seat of the chair and then just bending forward, deep, deep hip opener. So be very, very mindful. Remember to breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. Wherever you are in the pose, releasing back if you are hinging forward, and then just bringing that right foot down to the floor. Maybe doing a little circles with your right knee, right thigh. And then bringing either your right foot's going to be flat either on the floor or a block. Either crossing your left ankle over your right ankle, outer ankle, or bringing that left foot up onto your right thigh. And if you're going to hinge forward, make sure you support yourself by holding onto the seat of the chair and then just hinging at the waist. You don't want to bend over with your shoulders rolled over. You want to just hinge at the waist like you're extending your lower back, your spine, your neck is all in a straight line with your head. Long, slow, deep breaths. On your next exhale, releasing out of the pose, bringing that left foot down, and then just do a little circle with that left leg. Just getting some energy, some movement into that left hip. Now we're going to start our standing poses with the support of the chair. I'm going to start on the right side of the chair. And you're standing right beside the chair. Hopefully you can see me. I think you can. Okay. So we're going to do some balancing poses to start. This is really nice because then you get your the balance. It really emphasizes your core, and it strengthens this area when you're thinking of balancing, you're thinking of feet, arms, but really it comes from right in here where you're knitting this area together. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our left foot as the standing foot, kneeling all four corners of that foot onto the floor. Now, this is a tree pose. We have variations. You can just come right into tripod, which I hope you can see my feet. The ball of my foot is on the floor with my heel is right up against the ankle of my left foot. So that's one option. The other option is you bring the flat part of your foot all the way up to your calf. Do not put your foot on your knee, because if you press out, that can really injure it. But then the next option is to either come all the way up to the thigh and groin area, or you can actually do a lotus with your foot crossed over your left thigh. So different options. Now you can hang on to the chair. You can still hang on and have your right hand up in the air. Or if you're really venturesome, you can bring your left hand up. Remember to breathe. Focus on something that isn't moving. Whether I would not look, if you're looking at your phone, looking at me, I would look at something that is not moving out of the room. If you have a candle, that's always nice, or something on the wall. And then on your next exhale, coming down, all the way down, and then rotating that left leg out. Just get it all unwrinkled from what you did. Okay. Now the next pose. Let's see, where's my here? If you have a strap, and if you don't, that's okay. You can use a belt or even your fingers. You can put the strap around your right foot. We're continuing to stand on the left. So start out with all four corners of your left foot. Continue to hold onto the chair if you need it. You can either use a strap and hold this foot back behind you like you're touching your heel to your glute. Or if you want to use your hand, you can pull that right foot right up into your glute. And if you feel real comfy with that, you can let go with the left hand. And if you feel even more comfy, you can kick out with that right foot coming forward. Again, your drishti should be looking at something that is not moving. Remember to breathe. And slowly coming back up, releasing that right foot down and just turning that left foot out. I'm going to move my objects here so I don't trip on them. Okay, so we're going to be doing some standing warrior poses. So you can either step in front of the chair and just use the chair for balance, or you can actually sit with your left thigh on the edge of the chair. So we'll be starting with the left leg forward, the right leg back. So either way, we're going to come into warrior two. So your left foot should be coming out, and if you're standing, that left knee should be turning out towards your pinky toe. Don't collapse in. Make sure you're rotated out. And this back foot, you should have it on. It's, well, we don't have a mat, so it can't be perpendicular to the mat or parallel to the mat. So just make sure that it's at the side, probably about would be 90-degree angle from your front foot. And then extend these arms out. Left hand is forward, right hand is back. Making sure that these hands are on the same plane, that your hands aren't like this or like this. You want them out. And if you're sitting on the chair, this is what it's going to look like. And then taking a nice breath in, you're going to bring that left arm, forearm to your left thigh. Coming into side angle, bringing that right arm over your head, extending those fingers, and another nice side body stretch. You can look up at your thumb, look straight ahead, or if it's not comfortable for you, maybe even looking at the floor. On your next exhale, bringing that right hand or the hand overhead down your right leg, bringing the left hand up over your head like you're breathing a dog. On your next exhale, bringing that left hand down to the thigh, coming back over for side angle again. Next exhale, extending that right arm out behind you, coming forward back into warrior two. Now we're coming into triangle pose. On the chair, it's a little bit difficult, so you might want to come up a little bit. So you're standing, but using the chair for support. So straightening that left leg, and then either placing your hand on the seat of the chair, or if you want to take your hand on your shin, or maybe even your block. Different options, and then your right hand goes extending over your head. Your hips should be all in alignment like you press between two books. On your next exhale, bringing that right foot forward to meet your left. Now, coming into forward fold, just to let that lower back end break here. You can come all the way down to the floor. You can come to the block, or you can use your chair with your forearms on the chair. I'll use the chair. Just letting your head hang. Eyes forward down. And then coming into our down dog, you can hold on to the chair. I'm going to turn my chair around. So I have a nice little bar on the bottom. Or you can use the front legs. You might have to step back a little bit. Or you can come all the way down to the floor. Or even use the seat of the chair. Just let your head hang down between your shoulders, just letting it go. Your gaze should be looking up at your thighs. And then on your next exhale, stepping forward with your right foot, maybe stepping back a little bit with your left. Coming up on the ball of your foot, you're coming into a crescent lunge. That crescent lunge, you can stay right here with the chair. You can extend your right arm up and your left arm. And then on your next exhale, bringing your left foot to meet your right, and then just stand in your mountain pose, letting your hands lay by your sides, fingers extended out, chin parallel to the floor, all four corners of your feet, both feet onto the floor, feeling that support you've got through the floor. And when you're ready, remember we have to do the other side. So let me give myself a little bit more room. So coming over to the left side of the chair. I think you can see me. And this time we're going to be doing tree with the right foot being the standing foot. Remember, you can do either tripod with your left ball of your foot on the floor with your heel up against the right ankle. You can be up on the calf, avoiding the knee, coming up into your thigh or lotus. You can hang on to the chair or you can let go if you feel like this is something that you want to try. You guys are all in the dark, so I can't see if you fall, but that's okay. If you fall, that's fine. And then on your next exhale, bringing that hand back down to the chair, bringing your left foot to meet the right, and then just wiggling that right foot out. And then our next is our modified dancer's pose. If you have a belt and you want to try it, or if you want to just grab your left foot with your left hand like this, you can hold onto the chair and just stay right like this. Or if you want to kick forward, kicking that foot out, and then just bringing that right arm up. Bringing it even more, or if you want to hold on to the chair. Next exhale, bring that foot down to the floor and rotating that right foot. And then coming into our warrior series, let me move all my stuff here. Again, if you want to use the chair for support, you can bring your right foot across and you're sitting on your right thigh. Left leg is going behind you. If you're in the chair, you can actually roll up onto the balls of your toes there. If you are standing, you want your back foot, pinky toes being on the floor. Right leg, knee is rounding over to the pinky toe. And then extending your arms out. I have a shoulder issue, so I'm actually going to bring my hand behind me. That's something about yoga that people sometimes forget, is you can adapt the pose because this is your practice. If you have some issues that you know about, then just be mindful of that. Take care of yourself. Leave your ego at the door. Now, if you're sitting on the chair in warrior, extending that left arm down behind you on your left leg, and then bring your right hand up over your head with your little ball or the sun over your head. Next exhale, bring that right forearm down to your right thigh, extending that left arm over your head. Either looking up at your thumb, out in front, or down to the floor. Next exhale, bringing that hand back, that left hand back. Right hand comes over your head. Next exhale, bringing those hands out into warrior two. Now coming into triangle, so straightening that right leg And then reaching forward with the right hand and either coming to the chair, to your shin, to the floor, or your block. Bending that left hand up over your head. Your gaze can look up at your bum, but if that's not going to work for your neck, then you can look straight forward or down. On your next exhale, releasing down, coming into your forward fold. Onto the chair is nice because you can rest your forearms and just let your head go. Or if you want to come all the way down to the floor, different options. Spin my chair out a little bit. And coming into down dog, you can either use the chair like I had before. You can use the bar down here, the legs. You might have to step back. Your gaze, you looking at your thighs. Just letting your head go. And then slowly coming up to your chair. Trying to remember, I think it was we brought the left foot up before. But whatever you didn't do before, you're going to bring that foot forward. We're coming into our crescent lunge. Coming up onto the ball of the foot. I've got my left foot back, right foot forward. Hanging onto the chair like this. Or with one hand or two. Into a wide crescent lunge. Sinking a little deeper into your lunge. But still feeling your core, using your core muscles to support you. You don't want to just dump into your toes. When you're ready, coming down to the chair, bringing the 2 feet together, and then coming into your mountain pose, hands at your side, lowering your shoulders back. Chin is parallel to the floor. Either soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just feel that support of your feet. Nice deep breath in. Nice slow exhale out. And when you're ready, we're coming back to our chair. And we're slowing down a little bit. Now, this is where we have our little ball. And if you don't have a ball, don't worry. We're still going to do the same thing. But instead of having the ball on the floor, where you're rolling this on the arch of your foot back and forth, rolling back and forth, you can bring your foot up to, your right foot up to your left thigh, and then just give yourself a nice little foot massage. With your thumbs is really, really nice. Just doing little circles on your foot with your fingers, or if you have your tennis ball, you're just rotating the ball on the arch of your foot or going back and forth from your toes to your heel. And then just either bringing your foot down if you had it up on your thigh or releasing the ball. And we're just going to bring our right foot forward and we're going to point and flex. And then we're going to do little circles with our ankle. And then reverse the circles. And then do a nice big circle with the leg. And then reverse the circle. And then bring the right foot down. Same thing on the left. If you've got your tennis ball or your other ball, just rotating in little circles or going heel to toe with the ball. Or if you don't have a ball, just taking your thumbs and just rotating them on your foot, going from the front to the back. Don't forget your heels. Real important for those heels. Okay, into massage right now. We still have a few more things to do. So let's bring that left foot forward and point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and then rotate your ankle. Reverse your ankle circles, and then do big circles. Then coming back into your chair, I'm going to do a straddle. So your thighs are going out to the side, your knees are going out to the side, your toes are following. So you've got a nice big open hip opener. You probably should stay on the edge of the chair, but make sure you've got balance. And you could either give yourself a nice big hug, doesn't matter which side, because we'll do the other side too. Or you can come with eagle arms. You can start with the right arm underneath, wrapping around. If you can't get your palms together, you can have the tops of your hands together, or again, a nice big hug. So if you are all set with your straddle or temple pose and your eagle arms or your hug, make sure your elbows are parallel to the floor. And take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to go bending at the waist, coming down as far as good for you. You can come all the way to the floor, just tap your fingers. If not, that's okay. And then come slowly on the exhale all the way up. So inhale, coming all the way down. Exhale, coming up. And one more time. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, coming up. Then release your arms, whether it's your hug, your eagle arms. Opposite arm is on the top. And again, inhale, coming down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, coming up. And release the arms. And then just roll your shoulders forward and back. And then we're coming into cobbler's pose in the chair. Now, this can be where your feet, the soles of your feet are together. I don't know if you can see my feet. Got the soles of my feet together on the block. If you're real adventuresome, you can do it in the chair. That might be a little intense. But you could do it on the floor, on the block, either tall or flat, or up on the chair. Wouldn't recommend up on the chair right now, might be a little bit too intense, but just an option. So we're going to bring our hands to our thighs, and we're slowing down our breath. We're coming into our final poses. Just close your eyes. Taking a long, slow, deep breath in. holding it at the top, and slow exhale out. Holding it at the bottom, and then nice inhale, hold, and then exhale out. Hold, inhale, hold, and then nice soft exhale. Okay. Now we're going to come into our final Shavasana. I'm going to scoot back in your chair. If you want to use your bolster, your pillow, or your block, sometimes when we scoot back into the chair, we can't put our feet flat on the ground. It's nice to sort of elevate the feet. And then you can have your hands either down on your thighs or open with your palms open to the ceiling. Or you can just fold them right in your lap. And just soften your gaze or close your eyes. And then just flowing your breath down. Coming back to your normal breath. Long, slow breath. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows. Feeling the air coming through your sinuses and out your nose. Soften your lips. Maybe open your lips just slightly. Move your jaw from side to side, just relaxing. Have your tongue float to the floor of your mouth. Relaxing your tongue. Did it go off? Oh, did I lose everybody?
Must be.
Oh no. Oh. Now I'm back. I'm glad I had my person. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. We lost it in the middle of Shavasana. Okay. So let's just continue on a little bit here. Just our slow breath. Long, slow breath. Slowing everything down. While you're breathing, settling in, I have a little reading from our Journey to the Heart for today. It's called Be Present for Yourself. Learn to be present for yourself, fully present in a way that's new and delightful. Be present for your thoughts and emotions. Be present for the gentle way in which your heart and body lead you on. Learn to be fully present for each step of your growth, each step of your journey. Value yourself, who you are, what you think and feel, and how you grow. For many years, you neglected yourself. It was as though you were unconscious of who you were, how you felt, and what you believed. You believed that kept you safe, protected you from feelings you didn't want to feel. You believed it was how you should live. Now you are learning another way. Survival is no longer enough. It does not meet the needs of your heart and your soul. Now you want to live fully and joyfully. To do that, you must be present for yourself. Be present for life, for the starlit skies and the chirping birds that sing in the morning sun. Be present for the earth and the grass under your feet, for the feel of the ocean breeze on your neck. Be present for all the magic and mysteries of the universe. But most of all, be present for yourself. Then your presence for others and life will naturally flow. I like that reading because as we are somewhat forced to be in our, excuse me, social distancing and not being out and about in our cars, I think that it gives us time to be present for nature and be present for the birds and listen to everything that's going on other than what the humans are doing out in the world. So if you are able to take a walk in the morning, I encourage you to do that and listen to the birds and listen to that as our world is being forced to slow down. And as we end our practice today, I'd like to end with my namaste. I honor the place in you where the universe resides. I honor the place in you of love, of light, of peace, of truth. I honor the place in you that if you are in that place and I am in that place too, we are one. And together we say, namaste. Thank you guys. Thanks for sticking with me through all the technical difficulties we had. I hope it wasn't too bad. You guys stay safe out there and look forward to seeing you hopefully soon on maybe our next chair or maybe another live stream class. Okay?
Thank you, Anne.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay. And you want to leave. Oh, there it is.